Hi folks, welcome to this episode of Hit the Mahogany. I'm not going to be doing a cocktail today. I know, sorry to disappoint you. What we are going to do something though is something that is basically the flavour of Christmas in a glass. We're going to be doing Gluhwein. Now Gluhwein is, in some cases, I'm not going to say it's fortified wine or anything like that, but basically it's wine that has some type of mulling spices in it, a little bit of sweetness, some type of fruit in there as well. Something that's warm, something that really warms the cockles of your heart when it's cold outside. If you've had an opportunity, and if you haven't, then you certainly should make a trip over to Europe, Eastern Europe, around about, between Thanksgiving and Christmas, and just a little bit after Christmas as well. The Christmas markets over there are absolutely fantastic. We've certainly had the opportunity to go to quite a few, whether it's in Poland, Austria, even in France, and now they're kind of spreading a little bit more around, a few in the UK now that you may have not seen many, quite a few years ago. Of course, Germany as well. I always enjoyed, you get in the cities such as Berlin, you got a few there as well. Then as you come further down into Bavaria, you're hitting into Nuremberg, which has got, it's heaving there, it's absolutely packed, their Christmas market. And then of course the one in, you've got Munich as well. And of course you've got smaller ones all over the place. Check them out, they're absolutely beautiful. They just call out Christmas. And when you're walking around there, it's cold, most of the time it's cold. And I should say, when you're walking around there, when you get an opportunity to walk around there again, I certainly have a hankering to get over there, but just now it's a little bit challenging to say the least, or challenging when this video was actually made. When you're walking around, you got the sense of various types of bratwurst, whether it's currywurst or the smaller bratwurst, the little thin ones that you actually get in Nuremberg, ham hocks, the ginger cookies that are over there as well. Just lots of great scents. But there's one that always cuts through the air, and that is Gluhwein. And it has different terms in different countries. In some areas it can be glog, which is a little bit more, it's got more booze in it. But they're basically all just a type of mulled wine. There's many recipes out there. Loads and loads and loads of different versions of it. This one I've done now a couple of years, and I really think it's about the closest that I've been able to find that is what I think of, or we think of, when we're actually going over there. So I can't make it here because I don't have a stove here. So what we're going to have to do is we'll go upstairs, we'll make it, and then we'll come back down and we'll give it a shot. Okay? Okay, for the ingredients, you need 2 cinnamon sticks about 2 inches long, 10 cloves, 8 allspice, the spice allspice, not all the spices together, 8 juniper berries, 1 star anise, even if it is broken up it will still taste the same, 1 lemon, half sliced, 1 orange, half sliced, 2 cups of orange juice, 1 cup of water, and 3/4 of a cup of sugar, and of course, all important, a bottle of cab. That's your ingredients. In a pan on the stove, add your sugar, your cup of water, which you can add quicker than I do, your orange juice, then add all the spices, but not the juniper berries yet, and that includes the cinnamon sticks. Give it a stir. As it warms up, dissolve the sugar, bring it to a boil, then squeeze half the orange that isn't sliced. A little bit of work in doing this, but you'll get it. Then squeeze the lemon. Make sure you don't get any in your eye. It's a bit of work, but it gets done. There we go. Then take the sliced fruit and go the oranges, and then add the lemons. You can add the juniper berries now. Alright, give it a good stir and bring that up to a gentle simmer. You can stir it every so often. The idea now is you want to reduce the volume by about half. That way you're going to concentrate all the flavours and get all the spices infused into that orange juice liquor. Once it's been reduced, add in your bottle of wine. Alright, warm that through, bring it up to a warm temperature, but you don't want to bring it to a boil, just below a boil. You don't want to evaporate any of that alcohol, or certainly keep it to a limit, and that's it. Alright, so it's all made. Hopefully it didn't boil over. You certainly want to keep your eye on it. If you're going to actually keep it for a little while, I would recommend that you actually take the slices of fruit out of there, because the pith that's in there can make it a little bit too bitter if you leave it soaking there for too long. So if you are going to keep it for a while, because you could, if you're not going to drink it all in one night, you're probably most likely going to do that. But if you're not going to drink it all in one night, you can keep it, put it aside, and then warm it back up again. But I would take the slices of the fruit out. As I said, the pith can make it a little bit on the bitter side. Okay, it's made. There we go. Keep it nice and warm. But as I said, make sure that you don't bring it to a boil. You don't want all that precious alcohol to evaporate away. You definitely don't. All right, ladle. Now these glasses that I have are actually ones that a friend kindly gave to us that are actually, you'll probably recognise more as being a little bit more of Irish coffee glasses. You want something with a handle preferably, because it's hot. Oh my goodness, look at that. It's just delicious. It doesn't matter if you're getting any of the spices in there. You know what? There we go. Let's just stick it to just now. There we go. Oh. Hot. Warming. Oh, alright. So I went for the actual, the German, the pyramid, the candle pyramid, or the candle carousel. I can't remember the name in German for it, but you'll see these all over the Christmas markets as well. Really large ones. Small ones. This is just a cute one, it really is. It's pretty awesome there. Bit of thermodynamics at work anyway, so there we go. Alright, let's go for this one here. Why not? Alright, cheers. Ooh, ooh. Oh. Honestly, I think it's about the closest that I actually get. Sometimes I find that they're too sweet. This one's just a great balance of sweetness. Now the fruit, orange is in there, that does give you the fruitiness. That lemon that we've got in there, just you want a little bit of acidity to cut through some of that sweetness in the rest of the fruit. It doesn't kill off the balance or anything, it's just there. It just cuts out a bit of that cloyiness. Then the spices. Holy mackerel, I tell you, when you're actually making this, even before you put the wine into it, your house is going to smell like Gluhwein. It's the bizarrest thing. Then once you put the wine in, it just, I don't know, it's like that robust Christmas festive smell suddenly just balloons out throughout the whole house, I think. Oh. The warming spices, cinnamon, allspice, cloves, star anise. You want that in there. You need that. Even although it's a lot of people don't like, I don't like aniseed, but there's just a hint in the background there. It's just freaking awesome. Only problem is I'm not walking around a Christmas market just now, but you can make yourself feel like that. What a great drink you know, maybe you're actually going to go out on Christmas Eve for whatever reason it is. This would be a great drink for that time. Even after Christmas, if it's starting to get cold, what a fantastic drink to make. Now the red wine, of course, any kind of cab will do the trick there, and it's just great. If you want to, you have options. You can certainly kick it up a little bit. Kirschwasser, some cherry brandy if you want something like that in there, definitely. But if you're maybe more of a rum person, maybe you can just add a little bit of rum to it. Nothing, you want to keep it nice and light though. Maybe even just a little bit of brandy. That's a good one to actually warm it up. Or maybe you want to sweeten it a little bit more. Maybe something like Cointreau in there as well. You try whatever spirit that you want to, you know, to enjoy. But you know what? I quite like this, definitely. All right, everybody. Cheers. Enjoy your Gluhweins however you wish to drink it, okay? Oh dear. Awesome. Cheers.